There's a moment that comes for everyone. Quiet, heavy, and personal. You're lying in bed, staring at the ceiling. Maybe the weight you're carrying feels too much. Or maybe, just maybe, you're not even sure why you feel so low. All you know is you're ready to stop trying. Or maybe you're walking down the street, surrounded by people, but feeling completely alone. A moment when everything in you wants to give up. Maybe you're tired of pushing forward with nothing to show for it. It's your mind and body telling you something isn't right. And contrary to what some might say, it doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're not strong enough. In fact, it often means you've been strong for far too long without a break. If that's where you are right now, stop scrolling. Stop whatever else you're doing. Listen. But behind every success story is a person who almost gave up. Behind every win is 1,000 silent battles. This message is for you. But giving up completely, that's not the answer. You are not alone. Sometimes, it's enough to just not fall backward. That's still progress. That's reality. The days you didn't think you'd survive, but did. Your survival is your proof. You didn't come this far just to stop now. The pain you thought would break you, but didn't. The moments you thought were the end, but were really the beginning of something new, and you're not finished. And no pain, no failure, no bad day can take away your worth. Maybe it's a stranger who draws strength from your courage, your kindness, your story. Feeling like giving up is not weakness. It's human. We live in a world that praises hustle, that glorifies resilience, that measures success in highlights. You might be fighting yours right now. And it's okay to feel exhausted. It's okay to not know what comes next. Let's take a breath right now, just breathe. You don't have to figure everything out today. You just have to make it to the next moment. And then the next one after that. Whatever pain you face, emotional, physical, mental, it won't last forever. Pain feels endless when you're in it. It clouds your judgment, distorts your thoughts, and makes you forget what life felt like before the storm. But storms pass. They always do. The key is not to run from the storm, but to keep walking through it. Every hour you refuse to quit, even when it hurts, you're rewriting your story. Every second you keep moving, you're winning. Every minute you keep breathing, you're surviving. You don't need to sprint. You don't even need to walk. Look back for a moment. Think about everything you've already overcome. You've already made it through things that once seemed impossible. That's not luck. That's strength. That's you. So if today feels unbearable, remember that you have a track record of getting through the worst days of your life. It may not feel like it, but your presence matters. There is someone out there whose life you impact every day without even realizing. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a family member. You matter in ways you may never fully see. The world is better because you're in it. You were never meant to be perfect. You were meant to be real. And real people struggle. Real people fall. Real people get back up. Growth isn't always obvious. It doesn't always feel like progress. Sometimes it feels like confusion, frustration, or exhaustion. But that doesn't mean you're not growing. Think about a seed planted deep in the ground. For weeks, maybe months, there's no sign of life. But beneath the surface, the roots are forming. The structure is taking shape. And one day it breaks through the surface into the light. That's you. It's building something inside of you. Something stronger, something wiser. Something ready for what comes next. Even if you don't see the results yet, your work, your effort, your pain, it's not wasted. They walk away just before the tide turns. They stop just before the weight lifts. What if you're just one more try away from something incredible? The truth is, most people quit right before the breakthrough. What if you're just one day away from the opportunity that changes everything? Admitting you're tired doesn't make you a failure. Not because they have all the answers, but because they want you to know you're not facing this alone. You'll never know if you stop now. Hold on a little longer. Not forever. Just a little longer. You don't have to carry everything by yourself. Asking for help doesn't make you weak. Reach out. To a friend. To a counselor. To someone you trust. Let them know you're not okay. It could be the most courageous thing you ever do. There are people who care. People who will listen. People who will stand beside you. Even strangers. Even voices like this one can help remind you that your story matters. That your fight is worth it. Right now, life might feel like a mess. Confusing. Heavy. Unbearable. But this is just one chapter. One page in your story. You are not your lowest moment. You are not your worst mistake. You are not the opinion of someone who couldn't see your value. And more important than you realize, you are becoming something more. Something new. Something strong. You may not be where you want to be, but you are not where you started. That matters. That counts. Sometimes, hope is quiet. Sometimes, it's as simple as choosing to get out of bed. Choosing to try again. Choosing to believe that there is more than just this pain. Hope is not the loudest voice. It's not always fireworks or grand gestures. Hope is choosing to live, even when you're not sure what comes next. And if you can't find that hope today, borrow mine. I believe in you. I believe you have something in you that the world needs. I believe you will make it through this, not because life will suddenly get easy, but because you're stronger than you think, smarter than you know. If you feel like giving up, let this be your reminder. You're not at the end. You're at a turning point. You're not broken. You're becoming. You're not alone. You are loved. You are needed. and you are going to make it. One step at a time, one breath at a time. Even when it hurts, even when it's hard, you are still here. And as long as you are here, there is still time to turn the page. This is not where your story ends. This is where it changes.